Seems to be a bit weird on the lighting here for some reason. I don't know why I'm so dark. I haven't got all the lights on. See if I can sort that out. Hold on. I don't know if anyone's come in yet. I'm missing a plug. Where's my plug socket? That ain't it. Oh, I know why. I know why. Just because I don't plug that one. Give me 1 second, everybody. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so no one's come in yet. Anyway, so that don't matter. For anybody watching this back later on, obviously not live. Because the live people aren't probably going to see this bit. Now I look very red here. It's probably because all this light is reflecting around. Let me just adjust some settings. It's going to fucking be so bright on my fucking face. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, so anybody who's not watching this live and you're replaying it. Anyway, yeah, I was a bit bored. It's a bit late here. It's gone midnight actually. But I thought now about a month ago, I actually put a post up, and it was like, if I did another live show, what would people want to see? And now it was overwhelming at the time, but I just checked it just now. Actually, it was nearly even between G2 and some Japanese Beast Wars. Now, I didn't actually get a chance to do that live show, so I'm doing it now. Really, about a month later. You know, what does it matter? Yeah, so I'm doing it now. Anyway, right, so I've got about 4 or 5 people in. We've got Rudy. I was going to actually text you, Rudy, and see if you was up, but I thought just in case you're sleeping, and with 2 children, I'm pretty certain you need your sleep, so I wasn't going to disturb you unnecessarily. But thank you for coming in. I've got 5 people in. Anyway, it's probably all the 5 haters. I actually downloaded the latest YouTube app for my phone, because the last time I tried it didn't fucking work. And I love it, because then now I can see all the comments that people leave on all the videos, because the last update it just did for the normal YouTube on my phone. It didn't fucking work. I never got fucking nothing. So anyway, Kato and Viper Taji, thank you for coming in. Yeah, so now on the YouTube app, now I can see all the fucking comments, and it's good. I love finding the ones where people leave the most fucking stupid fucking comments going, and then I leave them an even more fucking off fucking comment to them, because I can't stand those motherfuckers. Anyway, but there we go. That's a little bit of trivia. So let's start this video, live show, whatever you want to call it. Now I actually did do an unboxing video the other day. Actually, I haven't uploaded it. I haven't even edited it. I did it with my son, actually. I've still got to get around to doing that. Hey, Danny Dolphin. Yeah, so I've still got to upload that one, because I've got a few new bits in. Some of them are really brilliant. I've got the KO Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron toy, which looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. I've got to find some batteries for the bloody thing, though. Because all the little batteries I've got don't fucking work. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Hey, Frank 17 the second, and Steve K off. That's interesting. Let's have a look. As you've seen, I've gone down the KO road. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Hello, Armando Orbits. Yes, I'm in the attic, or the loft as we call it over here. It's a bit chocker up here. Hey, Dale Bentley and ACP. Did I miss ACP? Oh my god, what have I done here? Oh, I hate trying to scroll back through all these. Oh yes, I did. I missed autocorrect primer. Sorry about that. It's sort of like, because on my phone the comments come up, and then if I don't do nothing or I don't look at it quick enough, it fucking vanishes. Anyway, right, so let's carry on, because I'm fucking rambling as I normally fucking do. Anyway, right, so Japanese Beast Wars toys. Now, hope there's no spiders up there. I'll tell you what was in my shed earlier. Trying to sort out my shed. There was some fuck off spiders in there. I'll tell you, I try not to think about it where I'm putting my hands in there. Luckily, no poisonous ones over here, though. So they're just annoying motherfuckers. So my parents surprised me with the IDW Prime model kit for Easter. That's very nice. Oh, I don't think I've even seen that one. I've seen a few of the model kits out, actually. But there's so much stuff out these days, I get lost, especially in model kits and the third-party stuff. I just get lost now. I've gone back to just trying to buy some G1 stuff now. Graham has been quarantined to the. I wish I had. I wish I could be. Sometimes I wish I could be. I'll tell you what. I've been working more harder now since the lockdown and everything than I was working before it. It's absolutely gone absolutely mental at work. It's nice to have a couple of days off for Easter. Anyway, right, yes, I'm rambling again. So Japanese Beast Wars. Now then, it was thanks to Beast Wars that I got back into Transformers heavily. After G2, I was in there. I'd collected what I wanted out of G2. Didn't get everything. I'd missed some good stuff. Passed over some silly stuff, which I really regret not getting. But then Beast Wars come along. I was a bit dubious at first because I thought, oh, come on, it's not Transformers, it's something different. But then I watched the TV show and was hooked. The toys were brilliant, and I started collecting them. And then suddenly, a bit like everything, you start with the advent. I don't even think the internet was around really then. But I found a few people, and I got into things, and they said they could get me the Japanese ones. And I thought, all right. And I was hooked because then we got the Japanese only Beast Wars Second and Beast Wars Neo lines. And then later on the Beast Wars Metals. And I was hooked. I tried getting everything. And this is mostly, I think I've still got a box somewhere down there. Yeah, I can see it. It's unfortunate, it's really buried. If I get a chance later, I'll dig it out. I don't know if I'm missing some coins. No, that's fine. Yeah, down there, and it's got a couple of other bits in there. But we'll start off anyway, because I've been going for, what, about 7 minutes, and I ain't seen a fucking thing yet, and people are going to be thinking, what the fuck is the point of this? But there we go. Anyway, right, so the first thing, now, I bought this one a while ago. This is the Beast Wars Metals versus set of Optimus, Transmetal Optimus Primal, fucking can't even say it, and Megatron. I got this one because I had the American Megatron, and because it was made out of that bloody brown plastic, the last time I actually did a review on it, it shattered in more places than I can think of. But this one doesn't have that problem. The plastic is a better quality plastic, and so it's fine. I got this one. I had to get this from America. It cost me about £80-ish, maybe 100. I'm not exactly sure. It's used. The plastic is a bit on the scuffed up side, and it had a nasty tear just up there, which I've fixed. But I love this one. I love Transmetal Megatron. I want to get that third party one that's sort of coming out or come out. I love it. I love it. It's a very nice one. I still need the very rare pink Optimus Primal Transmetal one. If I can get that, I'll be a happy man. Because I've got the pink Megatron. What a box. It is. I'll tell you what, I love these ones. I've got another one down here with Rampage in, and I love it. I love these boxes. I'll tell you what, that's why I got into the Japanese stuff. Because the boxes, they really did, well, they don't so much these days. But a long time ago, they used to knock the boxes out of the park. They were so good. I still love them. I don't know why, but I've got a fucking Pepperami fucking wrapper on the floor. Fucking messy fucker I am, I tell you. Anyway, right, so let's this is the first box. Right, so let's see what I've got in here. For some reason I've got a loose Beast Machine Scavenger, a Jetstorm, a tank drone, and a cycle drone. I'm not quite sure exactly why they're in there, but I suppose maybe I just didn't know where else to put them. Right, so I think I showed these off before. These, I should have got all of these now. I only got a few of these. These were the 10th anniversary Beast Wars figures. This is the Megatron. And it comes with a little Nemesis. Is it? I can't remember what their ship was called now. What was their ship called? It just says Predacon ship. I can't think if it had a name. But anyway, it comes with a little Predacon ship there, which is kind of cool. We've got another loose figure. We've got a, it's in a bag, sorry guys. It's a Transmetal 2 Scourge, which has so much paint flaking, it's unbelievable. But I've had it a long time, and I ain't getting rid of it now. Did I miss any comments? Here we go. Viper Teacher. I've read the Japanese Beast Wars dub is pretty ludicrous and farcical, piss some people off. Do you know what? I've not actually watched any of the Japanese Beast Wars shows. I've tried watching it once or twice, could never get into it. I might give it a go if I've got a good dub. Scourge is so good. Yeah, that's why I can't get rid of it, because it's the only open one. I've got a box one, but it just looks mental. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I'm going to get it out. It is so nice. It's just got, it is just fucking bits everywhere. I know it's a little bit mistransformed, but you've got his fucking legs, you've got his head hanging off. I don't know. Well, pull his head off. I'll pull his arm off. Anyway, if it was around here, so he's like this fucking locust. He is beautiful. It is beauty in its purest form, and I love it. It is a great toy. I'm going to fix it in a minute. It's only popped off. Anyway, yeah, so let's carry on. I've got another, this is another loose one. I'm not getting with this. This is my Transmetal Tarantulas. I'm not quite sure why I've got this one open, but I do. I've got another couple of boxed ones, actually. I love this figure as well. It is such a cool figure, and it's ludicrous that he turned into a motorbike as well. You couldn't beat the Transmetals, really. I'm just going to finish my cup of tea. Hold on. Yeah, you can beat the Transmetals for their silly third alt modes. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so what have I got to go down here? Oh, I've got another couple of loose ones down here. Right, so this is a knockoff. Kato, I like this one. That's way too spiky. Have some poor kid's eye out. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But worth it, I think. Worth it. Anyway, yeah, so this is like a knockoff Quick Strike, and it comes in more show accurate colours as well, and it's deluxe sized as well. I love this thing. It's a little bit mistransformed just so I can get it in the biking bag, but I love it. I love Beast Wars. Why everyone hates, well, not everyone, but why people hate Beast Wars, I'll never understand. Beast Wars was fantastic, and if it wasn't for Beast Wars, we probably wouldn't have Transformers now, to be fair. Right, so I'm going to try and go through this box as best I can now, and this is where, especially during Beast Wars Neo, they got a bit silly, if you want my opinion, because rather than animals that you think could do some damage to each other, we started getting really weird ones like giraffes. Is it Long Rack or Long Reach, however you want to pronounce it? And if anyone knows, why did they rename them from Cybertron to Cybertron? I never understood that one. Never found out. So maybe someone knows in the chat now. I never understood it. Why? Anyway, but it's a cool giraffe. Yeah, there's a few other bit ludicrous ones. If I can't remember where they are. Yeah, right. I'm just going to try and make sure I can sort of like get these back in the box as we go along. Like this one, I've got a loose Rat Trap, but not the red-eyed one. I want the red-eyed one. That's worth getting. Right. So we've got this really bad 10th anniversary Optimus Primal, but it does come with the Axle on ship, and it's a terrible figure. It is a bad figure. Not a favourite of mine. Not a favourite of mine. That's going to go back there. Oof, Jesus. And then the only other one I picked up from that 10th anniversary line was Tarantulas, because he came in more show accurate colours and everything. I love these boxes. I should have got them all, and they all come with a builder figure to build Transmutate. Why I didn't get them all? See, sometimes I make the most stupidest fucking decisions. But there we go. Let me just catch up on the comments quickly. We've got likewise, yep. So Alex Edwards, even though it's been a while, sorry arrived a bit late. Hope everyone's doing all right, keeping safe. Yeah, so far everyone, as far as I know, is safe and everything like that. Let's have a look. I think it's just like a phone. Oh right, phonetic spelling. They do that sometimes. Yeah, I want to be a giraffe. Oh dear. Right, so this one. I bought some of these because I just could. I didn't know what else to buy really, so I started buying all the weird recolors and everything. So this is Transketo, but now he's a Maximal, and he comes in different colors and everything. I love Transketo. I can't remember what he's called now. Is it Tonbot? Something fucking weird. But he's a fucking good toy. I love him. Some people hate it, but I think it's a great toy. It was a triple changer and all that, and it just looked evil as anything. And then obviously we come with a recolor of the G2 auto rollers that had the automatic transformations and everything. Let's have a look. We've got Oscar M. Where are you, bro? I'm not quite sure who's that to, but there we go. But it's brilliant. I love these Versus boxes. I can't remember how much he cost me, 20 or 30 pounds. Weren't too bad. How did you go in? Did you lay down? No, you stood up. Right. More from Beast Wars Neo. Now we got a really cool one. I can't remember this guy's name. Is it Air Raptor? It might have been from Beast Machines when he got released in Beast Machines. But this guy, I can't remember. Mac Kick. This guy is Mac Kick, and he's a horse. And he's actually got real, probably not real hair, but real hair-ish, if you can look. I don't know if it's got a fucking picture. But here, you can see from the axe, that's where the hair is. And he's got real hair on his head. It is a bit bizarre, but I love the battle scene. The battle scene is really cool. All CGI and everything. But this guy, I just love the colours on him. He's absolutely fucking brilliant. I do love it. Right, so I've got to try and remember how to get these back in. We're going to come to another favourite, well, not a favourite of mine actually. I'm going to leave some in the bag because I can't be asked to get it out. This is Big Convoy. Now, obviously, he turned into a woolly mammoth. The transformation is overly complex. It is the worst piece of panel forming that I can remember. And most of the nose and the spine turns into a big fuck-off gun. But this was the first ever Optimus Prime Convoy, however you want to call it, that had a removable matrix. You could open up the chest and remove his matrix, and he could hold it. And that was the first toy that ever came with that. And that is pretty cool. It wasn't the first Convoy or Optimus Prime, however you want to call it, to come with a matrix. I'll come to that probably a bit later. Now we have another one. And this is quite a novel one. This is another one of my favourites. This is Jetstorm, or this could be Tom, but I can't remember. But it also does come with another auto roller. They started releasing some auto rollers that never got released for Generation 2. And this one turns into a jet plane, and it's fucking brilliant. It's really good. I do like these ones. And he's got, and instead of hands, he's just got fucking missiles. Don't know if it's going to show up too well there. So you can see he's just got all these missiles for hands, and it's cool. I loved it. And I love the color scheme, and he just looks evil as anything, even though he's been repackaged to be a Maximal this time. Let me just catch up on the old thing. Here we go. Skybite. Hey, Skybite. Hey, Graham. Speaking of Japanese Beast Wars figures, I recently got into Beast Wars 2. Oh, you recently got the Beast Wars 2 God Neptune. Nice figure, that one. I've got that one somewhere. The only thing I always found disappointing about God Neptune was the fact that they didn't come with any of the original weapons apart from just the bits to make, God Neptune, which was a shame. I would have preferred it if they'd just put all the other guns and stuff in. Let's have a look. That box is so cool. Yeah, I love all the boxes. The same. Cheers, Kato. Yeah. Here we go. Rudy. The more wacky, the better. I can understand why some of these weren't released in the West, but they are so awesome. Yeah, there's another one down here actually. I'll just remember the last one. Here we go. Cheers, autocorrect. There are some great Transformers. Right, here we go. To clarify my early comment, it's the Japanese dub of the American Beast Wars cartoon. It's supposedly bad and intentionally inaccurate. Right, okay. Again, I've not seen anything of that one. So I don't know. It's a bit odd, really, because obviously I watched the American dub, or I suppose it's made in Canada, really, so it could be the Canadian dub, I don't know. But then watching the Japanese dub of that, which you already know what's going on, then to get that retranslate, that's a bit odd. I don't know. I'm struggling to wrap my head around that one, but there we go. So this one was a bunny rabbit. I can't remember his name. Stampy, I think his name was. Very odd. Very odd. But I loved it. I loved it at the time. Back, what was this? These came out about 97, 98. Oh, I loved it. What a great time to be a Transformers fan. I loved it. I got all these. Brilliant. I loved it. And then after that came Transformers 2000 and everything. And it really, really got me back into Transformers. And they're the lines that I want to stick with. These ones, Beast Wars, and maybe RID Transformers 2000. Because I don't know, I just love them. Right, let's see if I can get these back in. I can't remember. Oh, that's right. You went there. You laid down. And then some of these loose ones went in, didn't they? Right, so that was the first box. I ain't got too many of these actually. I don't think anyway. I think everyone's going to get probably a bit bored by the time I get on. Right, so that one went on top there. Yes, right, okay. So here we go. Rabbit, just in time for Easter. I know, I was singing that. I could have given that to my son. Not that he would have liked it, but there we go. Right, there we go. Oh dear. Iron Man and Rabbit more awful now we're looking for. I love Beast Wars and even love Beast Machines. See, I love Beast Machines. I didn't at the time. I really didn't like it at the time. But as you move on and you see suddenly Transformers change from generation to generation, like and a new continuity almost every couple of years. You realise it's just another continuity. So you don't need to then associate with Beast Wars or G1 or whatever. And it can be its own separate thing. And then you appreciate it for what it is. And that's how I look at it. And that's why I actually really like Beast Machines now. Though the toys were fucking horrendous. But there we go. Right, so let's move on to box 2 and let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got some good ones in this one. Some of my favourites, in fact. Now, I don't know how... obviously, some people are pretty clued up on their Beast Wars stuff. But there were some absolutely exceptional figures. I'll come to that one in a minute. So this is Tigatron. This is the actual white version, because I think the American release was kind of a weird, creamy yellow version for some bizarre reason. So I went with this one, and that's Tigatron. I like Tigatron. I really would love to get the Masterpiece Tigatron that's coming out, but I doubt I'll be able to afford it. Still, there we go. From Beast Wars Neo, we got a proper dinosaur. This was it Killer Punch or someone else? I can't remember. I can never remember all of their names these days. But I've got to try and remember how these went in, because it is a proper, like, fucking jigsaw puzzle in there. Right, so this, now that we've got to come to 4 of my favourite figures. These are the Cyber Beasts. And this one is probably one of the best names in Transformers. This was Hellscream. And it took the original Cyber Shark toy from the first wave of Beast Wars and then gave him all new cybernetic parts. And so they end up looking like if we look at this picture on the back here, this has all 4 of them. They look like the Borg out of Star Trek, because you've got, especially like this guy, Max B up here, and Waspinator or whatever he's called. I'll come to him in a minute. But they've all got new cybernetic parts, missing arms. They're just brilliant. I love them. But yeah, they're just great. And this guy, like, it's a shark now, but then he's got a turbine on the back. He's got a robotic head. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. I love these things. I'm going to pop him there. So this was obviously taking the Dinobot mold, and again, he's a Cyber Beast, and he's got new... so let's see if we can see him here. I don't know if he's going to come out too well, but he's got new cybernetic parts all over him. Oh, they're just fantastic. I love getting these. This is another one of my favourites. This was, I can't remember his name now. So he was... No, oh, fuck knows. I can't fucking remember the names. But this is like the Waspinator, but he's got turbines on him. He's got a half wasp head, and then the rest of it's like all sort of like cybernetic. Loved it. They were just brilliant. I loved them. They were just, I can't say how good they were. And then last one is Max B. So I still remember some of their names. And again, just brilliant. I love them. Absolutely love them. Now then, where are we going now? We are going to go, this is Shadow Panther. I wanted him because he was basically the first sort of Japanese exclusive figure for Beast Wars, and it was a black version of Tigatron, Cheetor. He has been since got a Masterpiece figure made, but at the moment I can't afford to buy them, really, so I haven't. Right, let me catch up on a few comments. Yeah, the Beast Machines toys were a bit weird. They were. Let's have a look. So I liked how Big Convoy's team was made up of oddballs. There was a giraffe on the team. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Beast Machines toys were a bit weird. Yeah. Danny Dolphin, yeah, in Canada, he was a creamy yellow. Yeah, it's a bit odd that one. I never understand it. A purple piece of something fell when you lifted it up. A parcel. Oh, it was an old sweet wrapper from Christmas. Sorry. Anton Lewis, hi there. Anton. The last Beast Wars figure I got was a Korean Leo Convoy. I didn't buy any of those Korean ones. Sure, it's Korean ones. I've got a normal one. I've got the normal Japanese one. Hellscream loves me some Robot Shark Monster. Probably one of the best Transformers ever made. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's some old. I've always been after the Cyborg Bee. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, Fiber, I didn't see you coming out actually. I'll tell you what, that is nice. The Cyborg, I love them. I really do love them. Right, so then we've got some more Beast Wars 2. We've got Clawjaw. Was it Clawjaw? And someone else. Can I remember his name? But these were a rehash of some Generation 2 figures, I think. Or was it the Machine Wars figures, I believe? Yeah. I better move on because we're running out of time. And then we got, look at this one. I love this one. This is a repaint of probably one of the worst Beast Wars figures. This was, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he's got a great silver and blue color scheme. I should know his name. Oh, what can't I think of his name? I think this guy's called Power Hug, but I can't remember the fucking American name. Fucking gone now. Hazelnut. Yeah, it was indeed the Hazelnut quality strip. Scuba. That was the name. But anyone know this guy's name? The American one. I can't think of the fucking name for the life of it. It's gone straight out of my head. But he does come with a recolor of the Generation 2 Dirtbag or Roadblock. Retrax. That was it. It's just one of those names that was just straight out of my bloody head. And this is another good one. I didn't get the Sing ones because I like the Versus one, and I love this geezer. Now, obviously, this is a Maximal, but the original was a Predacon, and it was Man Terror, which I thought was another great name and a great figure. If you know, like, along with Transmetal 2 Scourge, this is another great looking toy. He just looks evil as fuck because he's got these giant fucking mandibles that shoot out these like fucking circular saw blades. And this guy down here is he's an unreleased G2 auto roller. And you can't go wrong with them. Can't go wrong with them. I love them. Yeah. And I'll come to him last. I've got the other one here. This one is the other Machine Wars guy, and whoever that is, I can't fucking remember his name. What we got down here? Here we go. When you say about odd figures, this was Moon. I think it's got one of these things where you look through the viewfinder and you can push a button and it. A bit like, I can't remember what they're called now. The viewfinder things where you used to push the button, it used to have like a coil of images and it would move them around and everything. Same kind of thing with this one. But it's like a weird anime bunny rabbit, which is kind of cool. I had to get it. Right, so what we got left in here? One of my favourites. This is Starscream and BB. Obviously, this guy got reformatted into Hellscream, and this guy got reformatted into Max B. Love it. It's a black stealth bomber. What more could you want in a line called Beast Wars, really, than vehicle Transformers? And I love them. That is why I love the Japanese Beast Wars stuff. It was more like Beast Machines than Beast Machines was, really, to be fair. Here we go. I'm probably missing loads and loads of bloody comments here. Right, so he's hilarious. Man, cheers, Brian Pomfrey. Hey, Trans Aaron 38. Nice to see you. Retract sounds like an STD. Tasmanian Kid. Yes, that's his name. See, you know all the names. I can't remember them. I used to know them all. Very odd name. Fucking right. I thought this is one of the coolest things to do during quarantine. All these boxed Beast Wars toys. I'll tell you what, all of these are open. I actually opened all of these because that was the beauty of these boxed ones. You could open them up and put them all back. So I opened up all of these. And they're pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I love these Beast Wars stuff. Again, another dangerous toy for kids. Love how the Japanese releases their blank disregard for safety. Yeah, that's it. Fucking right. Beast Wars second was fun. I admit I bought some fans sub VHS. Again, I haven't done it. Hey Jaylee, I've just seen you come in as well. Right, so that was that one. What we got next? We've got a couple of my favourites. We have got. Did I show you this? This is a really odd thing. If you ever remember the decoys that used to come out years ago for G1, this is a set of decoys for Beast Wars 2. They all come out in translucent sort of blue plastic. I don't know why I bought it, but I did. So there we go. And then we come to another one. This one is Megastorm versus Baboom, which I hate Baboom with a passion. I think it's a shit toy. The less said about him, the better. But he does come with a great kind of recolor of Generation 2 Megatron, but with the electronics taken out, unfortunately. But it's still pretty damn fucking cool. I really, if I could have my time again, I would have probably just got the single version rather than the double pack, because he is exactly the same as the American release. And why I'd want two of the motherfuckers, I don't know. But there we go. Just one of those strange decisions that I made a long time ago. So I can squeeze this one back in. I know it's got caught on. Right, so what we've got down here. Who's you? Oh, hang on. Right, so oh god, drop them out. So these were some trading cards that I picked up, probably from Forbidden Planet in London. Yeah, I don't know. I opened them up. Let's have a quick. Don't know. Oh no, I'll probably never get them fucking back in. But I bought a pack, more just for, you know, prosperity or whatever you want to call it, or notoriety. I don't know. But this is another thing I picked up. This is kind of cool. Now, you know, like the old LCD games used to get. This is a Japanese Beast Wars 2 LCD game. I've never played it. I don't know if I ever put batteries back in it when I first got it. What, 22 years ago? But it's kind of cool, and you don't see it very often. And it's still mint and everything. I've got the Transformers Generation 2 one as well somewhere. I was going to do a 3 large remaining video on it, but I never got around to it. Yeah, it's kind of like a yeah, it is. Yeah, kind of like a fucking Transformers Tamagotchi. Bit odd, but there we go. But I like the odd things. And I try to get as many odd things as I can, just because, you know, that's what I like collecting. Right, let's get you back down. Let's see what I can get back in now. So I bet you now I can't remember how, for the life of me, how these bloody went in here. Just get off. Right, hold on. So that was all in this box. Actually, no, I forgot to show one. Now, this is God Neptune. I actually thought he was in a box down there, but he's not. I actually bought the Repro Labels upgrade set for them. And they look so much better for it because they're so plain without any stickers. Because they all come with a nice new colour scheme, but they were so plain. So if you do have it, I would highly recommend that set, because it does give them a lot more just presence, really. And it's a great set. I've got a story about, I think it's this set. This is the dawn of the internet for me. I actually went on, I can't remember what fucking website it was now, some American website. And I paid for expedited shipping. It came in 2 days from America, to be fair, but then I had to pay a bloody customs charge up front, £80. And then they sent the fucking lot in 2 different parcels. Oh dear, I fucking got hammered back then. But there we go. Never mind. Right, so now I've already forgotten how these went back in. So I'm going to do my best. I've got 2 more to get in. You can go there. Oh no, I'm doing pretty well here. Is that more? No, there's another one. I've got 2 more to get in. You can go there. No. Alright, hold on. Oh, there we go. Right. Yeah, all back in. Excellent. Right, so that lid's got to go back on. Plus my Quality Street wrapper. Got to go back on. Right, so that's that one. We're going to smooth that one out. Fuck off and get round. Put that one fucking over there somewhere. And then we're going to try to squeeze this one in. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking box. Fucking hell. One of these days, I swear I'm going to go through this fucking floor and end up in the living room. But there we go. Right, you. Over there. Sorry about that, guys. Right, let's catch up on the old comments. Blah. Hang on. Bloody hell, bloody missed loads here. GT Megatron with tank is awesome. Yes, GT Megatron. Right, here we go. We'll start from here. Dirge and thrust of this line. Forgot what they were reformatted into. I think it was the Cyber Beast. Was it the Cyber Beast? Yeah, Dirge Gun and Thrustle. If I remember right, that's their names. Yeah, the Cyber Beast. I still haven't forgotten. Changing the battery. Transfers, yeah, so was the Octo Tank? No, this is one of the only ones I don't have. One of the only ones I don't have is the Octo Tank and the Volcano playset thing with the Spittle bloke. I couldn't get them. The guy that I was buying them off couldn't get it. He said he could get one, and then I wasn't too interested. But then when I sort of said, "Oh yeah, I'll take that," and he said, "No, it's long gone now." So I couldn't get it, and now those prices on them two are a bit pricey for me, to be fair. So look, I used to do that in my Pokemon and Digimon. I see that someone else did too. Everyone uses binders. Any Brave series figures? The only Brave one I've got. You're talking G1 sort of Brave. I don't know what I've done with him now. Where's he gone? Is he in that? But no, he's not in that one. I don't know what I've done with it, but I've got like the Brave Dagwan base thing somewhere. We got Sweet Baby Jesus, God and Neptune. So take it out and I can't remember how to put it back in. That's my problem all the time. You inevitably now have an incredible G2 collection with all those double packs. They need to reboot double packs. Yeah, see, that's the good stuff, isn't it? I love all that shit. It makes it all so collectible. Fucking hell, that was proper jam pack that bag. Or that select release. Who knows? Maybe they will do God Neptune on that. That would be kind of cool. They should revisit Beast Wars. See, I'd like to do Beast Wars, but in their pre-Transformers, pre-Cybertron, before they left Cybertron modes. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know. Let's look at God Neptune man is in chat. An image of Half Shell and someone said what episode does. Oh God, I don't know. Cheers, Transaran. Not MPs, new characters, not MPs. Myself a Monstructor recently. A terrifying thing to own. Is that the G1 Monstructor? Risa, what other snacks you got up there? Bombay Bad Boy. Do you know what? I tried them fucking Bombay fucking Bad Boys and they fucking blow my fucking mouth apart. They do. I can't fucking handle them now. It's a bit like, what was it? I used to, years ago when I was about 18, my friends used to go down a pub and we'd have like challenge each other to a Vindaloo, and you'd just be eating it. You would try not to taste it, just shovel it down your mouth as quick as you can, because it would just burn your fucking mouth off. Same that fucking Bombay. The Monster Pretenders. I hope you get an update with the shells, but no GPS. That would be true. Oh, the Micromaster base from Dagwan. Cheat, sweet. Brian from here came in late. All those boxes, Transformers. All these, yes, the virtually. Apart from, you can't call them that. I've got Star Wars Transformers down there, and I've got some Zoids here. There are a couple of boxes of Zoids. But they go everywhere. Anyway, right. So let's continue. I've got one more box. So in my box down here, the only one I can see in it actually of this is the Trypticon reissue from Beast Wars, but I can't remember his name offhand. Should know it. Because he got reformatted as well, didn't he? Into Trypticon. I can't think of his fucking name. Does the God Neptune? I don't know, because I've only ever got them out once when I first bought them. Have never got them out since, so I don't know. Right, so what we got in this one? We've got some cool ones, some fairly generic ones. Now, these two are quite weird. We've got a penguin called Break, and this guy's called Dead End, I believe, and he looks great. Gigastorm, of course he is. Fucking hell, see, I mean, my fucking name, I'm trying to remember all these fucking names. I can never do it these days. But this guy's Dead End, and he looks pretty cool. He's a proper shell former. No pun intended there. So you look, the shells just end up on his shoulders and that, and he's hidden inside it. Pretty cool though. He looks great, but that penguin is just very odd. But there we go. Let's go over here. This is another one of my favourites. If I can get him out without rupturing the rest of the box. This is now. I wish I'd got the Versus set of this one with Silverbolt. But this one is Rampage, or as he was called here, Protoform X. And this one had a more cartoon accurate colour scheme, I think. But it also had the X highlighted on the back. And I never really noticed it before until I got this one. Because the American release sort of didn't... It had it, obviously it had the same details and that. But it wasn't pronounced like this one, where it's got the X. And I thought that was kind of cool. But this is probably one of my favourite ever Beast Wars toys. This is Rampage, and he turned into a proper tank with probably the only transformer that has working tank treads. Though after 25 years odd, I don't know how well those rubber tank treads are going to hold up these days. They could have degraded quite a bit actually, but there we go. But they do come with one of those lenticular cards. I don't know if it's going to work too well. Yeah, there you go. You can sort of get it. That ain't too bad. Yeah, but it is a favourite of mine. I do have Botcon reissue. Shocker Act. I'm tempted to get him out, but I've never got him out. Who else are we going to go for? This is... I don't know if I've got him in here. Yeah. So this is one of the, I don't know, exclusive ones. This is Leo Convoy, but the shining fucking gold speckled thing. I can't remember how much I paid for him. I wish I got the black one as well. But he's all right. You know, he was a novelty thing. I can't remember where I got him from. About 40 quid, maybe. I can't remember. It's in her head for some reason. Put him up there. Who else we got? Oh, I love this guy. This is like a repaint of Razor Claw. He was a quite fun little one. And then I got a repaint of Laserbeak into a very odd sort of one there. He was kind of cool. Same with this guy. I think it was called Snapper. Very generic. I didn't get every single one, unless they had slightly really different colours or something. This guy was okay. Some of these were getting a bit dodgy towards the end. But this guy was right. So we had Arcadis, who was a proper. Oh fuck me, what's he fucking called? A fucking Cobra, isn't he? That was a cool one. And then this guy who's got the most fucking weirdest head sort of dress. I think he's supposed to be like a Native American sort of thing vibe going on. But he's kind of cool. And they were all right. I liked them. Who we got down there? And then we got another one. I got this one. This is the Versus set. So we've got Transmetal Air Razor against Fusor, even though they weren't called Fusors in Japan, I don't think. Against Quick Strike. They're all right. I can't remember why I bought that one, but I did. He was probably just there and I bought him. Right, so who we got here? This is another favourite of mine. This is... Oh, what's his name? Is it Magmatron? Magmatron. And this is obviously the Japanese release. It did get a release for Beast Machines in exactly the same colours, which I think I do have somewhere. And they were right. It's quite a novel sort of thing. I'd love, if you ever remember, I think was it IDW or Dreamwave? I can never remember who made those Beast Wars comics. What, about 12 years ago? They had Magmatron in like a Cybertron mode. I'd love a toy of that. That would be pretty cool. But that's Magmatron. I'll pop him back, otherwise I'll forget how they all go in this box. And then we got another one. I can never remember his name. I really can't remember his name. Target exclusive, that's right, it was. I can never remember this guy's name. Killer Punch, someone else. One of them was very rare at the time, but I think at the end, he weren't that rare, I think. Let's have a look. We've Miss Taya Fangeek. Hey, mate. See you come in there. Hold on. Gildart, that was his name. Fucking hell. Also, there we go. Also, when you buy your Zoids off eBay, do you buy them pre-built and disassemble them? Not quite sure exactly what you mean by that. But we usually want to buy them off eBay. They're second hand, and it depends on how the guy sends me it. Unless I'm buying an original Zoids, what's his name? Terrazoid. I bought about 3 of them, the original blue one, off eBay, and every single time the person sent it to me, it was broke because of the way the fucking idiot imbeciles fucking packaged it. I don't know why it was just him, but there we go. Yeah, anyway, right, so here we go. Too many names to remember. Yeah, you're fucking right. It's fucking loads of names, especially the Japanese one. Rampage, that's a cool figure. Hi, guys. Hey, Cybertron Nation. Why not tune in for midnight? Yeah, well, that's it. It's a late night one. Rampage, love that guy. Had those treads slip a few times. Yeah. Right, here we go. Rampage looks fantastic. Not the into Beast Wars, but some of the trans metals and deluxe Megatron figures look pretty cool. And the box art is just worth it to get on the card. See, I agree. See, this is the thing, right? See, G1's my thing, but Beast Wars had this knack of bringing some of the elements of G1 into it for me. Because you had some really good toys. You had the great artwork that I so remember with G1, especially like I bought a KO, actually paid for it just now, the KO Ravage and Rumble on card, just because I still remember my brother brought that home for me. He got home from work and I was about 10, and he had just got home from work and he said he popped down a local toy shop on the way home and he found the cassettes, and I still remember looking at those pictures of Ravage and Rumble. And I still remember that. But it's the same with these. Like I say, you get all that artwork, you get so much that just I can't forget, really. If that makes sense. And then you get this guy, the Tanuki. Is he a Tanuki? I can't remember. But he's a time traveler or something. He's got a working clock with an alarm clock in it. That's pretty cool. All right, we've got another redo of Cyber Shark, but this time he's a... What the fuck do they call it? Well, he's got the saw on the end of his nose. Fucking hell. What's the matter with me? Someone's going to say it. Surely someone's going to say it. Let's just get to the end. G1 art was fantastic, although all through to the European exclusives. Absolutely. Yep, he's a Tanuki. Really did this guy's well in Beast Wars. To be fair, they didn't bother with disguise too much for Beast Wars. It was mainly, if you look, the storyline was obviously the Energon build-up forced them to transform into Beast. Not really for disguise. I think once maybe. So I haven't found the Pretender monsters. They've been very hard to track down. I had bought the Pretender monsters. I found a guy in Canada that was selling 4 of the 5. So yeah, well, he had 5 of them, but I needed 4, and so I bought them. And so now I've got a complete Pretender monsters. I was going to do a review on them, but I don't know. It's cloudy here in California. Right, here we go. So swordfish. There we go. That's what they call them. What can't I fucking think of that? So anyway, right. So that's him, whatever his name was. And then I've got a recut. This guy would probably fall apart. This is a recolor of Razor Beast, but he's completely in gold plastic. So I'm probably never going to take him out of the box. He's probably going to stay there. So I've shown him. Who we got here? That's another version of him. Try and get someone interesting. Let's get someone interesting out. Now, this was another favourite of mine. As soon as I heard this one was coming out, I wanted this one, and I really, really wanted him. This was the X9 Ravage, and I loved it because it was the first hark back to G1. Well, since G1, really, well, if you want to call it G2, but because then we got the original Decepticon insignia behind the Predacon logo there, and it was great. And they tried to make it look like he did in the cartoon, but you couldn't really. And he didn't transform into the cassette, unfortunately. But it was a good figure, and you could open up his chest. I don't know if I've got a picture of it there somewhere. And you could put a picture of Megatron, Decepticon insignia. There we go. A picture of Megatron, a Decepticon insignia, or a Predacon. I can't remember what sticker I put in there. But it's still pretty cool and pretty rare. They did do a Botcon Tigertron from this from this mold. But he's all right. I like him. What else we got down here? God, I can't even see these fuckers. He's a little one, though. Yeah. X9 Rampage sounds an absolutely fantastic name. Decepticons Forever. Now, when I saw that in Beast Wars, and that's another reason why I love Beast Wars, because it harked back to G1 so much, and I loved it. Yeah, but when I saw him transform, especially when transformed into the cassette with the original transformation noise, it was brilliant. I loved that. I loved it. Right, so who we got left? We haven't got many left. I think we've only actually got one left, but it's one of my favourites. And it's the Versus set with Galvatron and Leo Convoy. And now, if you've never seen Galvatron, he is a fantastic toy. I remember I saw this. I do have the Yellow Robot Moon. I think he was in box 2 or box 1. I can't remember now. Hi. But Galvatron is an absolutely fantastic toy. You've got to watch out for the gold plastic on part of the drill. But he's got like Gatling guns in his knees. And what more could you want, really? He's a fantastic toy. And now with Leo Convoy, he's the first Convoy, or Optimus Prime, if you will, to actually come with a matrix. But obviously, it wasn't removable. You just opened up this panel here, and that's where the matrix was. But it was the first toy to come with a matrix. Oh, God, I used to love these Beast Wars toys. Well, I still do. One day, if I ever win the lottery, I'll put them all on display. But I love them, and I love the artwork. You probably can't really see the artwork in the background, but you've got like a desert sort of moon, sort of like planet in the background, and then it splits halfway down, and then you've got Cybertron on this side, and that is damn cool. I love this set. But that Galvatron is brilliant. Shame it's never got like an American release, really, because it was a great toy. Very odd though, but there we go. Right, so that has really been my Japanese Beast Wars toy collection, if you will. Like I say, I've got shed loads more Beast Wars, like all of, where am I? Hiding behind the chat, unfortunately. All of these ones are American Beast Wars, like deluxes and that. I'll show them off at some point. But I think next time for a live one, I'll probably do some G2 stuff. I've got 2 boxes full down there, and a couple of loose boxes. Yeah, so I'll probably do that one. I don't know when, because this was a bit impromptu, really. Because my wife and my son are at the moment camping out in the back garden, but I don't do camping. I hate it. It's one of those things I've never been into. So I had to wait until I had to stay out there until they were asleep, and then I could come back in. And so then I'll wake them up with tea in the morning. So yeah, so then I thought, well, I'm going to do this. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to put these back in best I can. Whether they will stay in is another question. Now then, where am I going to put this one? Because I don't think it's going to fit in now. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Did he go here? I can't remember where he went now. Right, let's move you out of the way. Maybe you went there. Right, I think you went there. This guy went there. This guy went here. Is that it? Am I done? There we go. Done. Look at that. All back in. Probably even better than I had them before. There we go. Right, so there we go. Let's just catch up on the old comments there. Here we go. Okay. Yes, you have that yellow robot rabbit moon. Yep, I do have him. Like I said, he was in that one. This is an impressive collection. Thank you, Tia Fan Geek. Great video. Got to head out. Thanks for sharing your awesome collection. Bye, and everyone. Well, cheers, autocorrect. Always nice to see you. Galvatron Powers, but then that's most of the show. Do you know what? I said I've never watched it. I should really try watching Beast Wars second, really. Let's have a look. Just missed out on Predator Skyquake earlier. Went for 30. Do you know what? I was actually watching that one on eBay. I was watching it. I'm trying to find as many G1 boxes as I can now. I managed to get a Red Alert box. It cost me like 50 quid though. So I got that one. But I was looking at a Blur, but they all went way too much. I was looking at a G1 Grapple block box. So they're just going too much. But I'll pick them off when I can. So I've got a little bit of money because, like I say, I'm working quite a lot. So I've been doing quite a lot of overtime. So I can afford a little bit. So I'm going to treat myself to a few bits here and there. Pass it up because I was expecting it to go higher. To be fair, that Skyquake doesn't go that high. I've seen it a few times. I always thought it would go higher, but that Skyquake stays around the 30 odd quid mark, like 30 to 40, depending. I want to get one with a box, really, but the box wasn't much to write home about anyway. I would need the English language, not one of the foreign language ones, to be fair. I don't know. I think there was quite a few other Skyquakes on eBay. I think. Let's have a look. I thought I could order Galvatron Eye through Hasbro at one time, thinking of a draft. Thought my spare room was bad with the box figures I have. I've seen your room with all your box figures, Trans Aaron. You can't see the walls for all your stuff. You're going to do some Euro releases. What are the G1 stuff, William McKinley? Let's have a look. Definitely agree. More reviews on Europe 91 exclusive would be great. Yeah, I should really do more of those ones. I've done them all at one time or another. But it's always nice to go back to them, show them off again. You know what I mean? Okay, you take care, Fan Geek. I'll probably miss you now. You've probably gone by now. Let's have a look. I'm going to finish up my couple of reviews. Okay, the Generation 2 Stormtroopers are really. I thought you could get them. I picked mine up a very long time ago for like £2 each, £3 each, something like that. But they are great. I love them Stormtroopers. Let's have a look. Danny Dolphin is saying bye. I don't know if that means you're going or you're just saying bye to Vanguard. The Predacon ship was called the Dark Side. Right. I don't think it was ever called that in the show, though, was it? It was more afterwards in a fiction, like comic-y wise, maybe. That's all right, Cybertron Nation. I'm glad you managed to join. That's funny you were watching on that night. I think I'm the same. Really want that one in the box. Yeah, so that's the thing. See, I've got a. I started making my own inserts for the boxes as well because they're easy enough to make. So I'm doing that now. I'm trying to go back all through my G1 collection and things where I don't have an insert for. I'm going to make my own inserts for because I don't have a lot of money to spend on them at the moment. Well, I do at the moment, but generally I don't. So I'm going to start doing that to fill the time up, really. Like this, my custom black Zarek. I'm going to order some paint and I'm going to start customizing that at the moment and turn into a proper black Zarek. So I just need the black paint, the gold paint, gold chrome paint. I think I've got silver chrome paint. And then I just need to order the reproduction parts for that. Yeah, right. So that is it, really. I'm probably going to wrap this one up now because it must be like 1 o'clock in the morning here. Rage is always missing his hose gun. I can never find Hydra Dread or Aquablast loose. Yeah, well, those hoses, they always break because I think it's like just how they degrade over time. But Rage is a good figure. I like Rage. Who do I like the most, though? It's like the blue sort of Audi looking car. I can never remember his name. Let's have a look. It was mentioned in the show when Rhinox broke into the ship. Was it? Oh, right, maybe it was then. I always thought when he said welcome to the dark side, I just thought he meant like, you know, the evil side. You know what I mean? Bit like Darth Vader. Maybe. Um, can't wait for the custom Black Zarek review. Yeah, don't hold your breath though. It will take me about another 3 years to get around to bloody doing it. I'm like that sometimes. It's like everyone else is on lockdown and they can do what they want. I'm working my fucking tits off at the moment. So I don't know when I'm going to get around to doing it. But if I order the paint, at least then it's here. And then one day when I'm in the mood, I can sort of like just paint it up. It's easy enough. All you've got to do is take it apart, prime it, and then just spray it all the right colours, really. Done, really. I've got a scrap Scorponok to do the black Zarek, but I'm going to use the black dye stuff to do the bloody. How do you do that with black dye? Because I've never used that. I just use black. So I'm just using black spray paint. And you just got to be careful around certain areas, if you know what I mean. Like if you've got ports and everything that stuff goes into, I've got to make sure that I don't get the paint in that, because then you won't get the fucking like guns in or nothing. So it's easy enough to do, but that's how I'm going to do it, because I find it a lot easier and less time consuming. I mean, but then again, I don't know how the black dye works, so. Yeah, right. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for everyone who joined. I know I just ramble on inanely most of the time. I've dropped my gloves on the floor because I thought I'll put them in this jacket. Right, so I'm going to make a move. I'm probably going to go to bed. Yeah, thank you all for joining. It is really nice to have you all here and join me in my loft space. For one of these live shows. So I'm going to go. Well, I missed some questions here. Let's have a look. He did mean the Eve side, but so many fans questioned it. It was the name of the ship that the creators made into canon. Yeah, fair enough. That's probably makes sense. You just put it in hot water with the dye powder in a big pan. Right. Okay. With the dye powder in a big pan. And how long does that take? Does that to like dye it? Will that be automatically? I'll have to look at that. Dye powder in a big pan. I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, how long does that take, like, for it to dye it? So if you can come back with the answer. Anyway, yeah. So while I'm waiting for that, see if he does. I don't know when I'm going to do another live show. I'll post a link in the comments. Yeah, that'd be great. I think it's like half an hour. Then you leave it to cool. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you could leave a link, so how to do it, that'd be actually great, actually. Yeah, right, okay. Thanks for that. Be careful, though. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, so I don't know when I'm going to be back with another live show. Maybe sometime, who knows. But I'll probably do G2, mainly because I was going to do a post, but I can't think of anything funny to use as like the third or the fourth option. Sort of like I'm all out of funny things, really. So you have to get water close to the plastic's melting point. Oh, fuck me. I think that might be a bit beyond me, to be fair. I might just stick with the spray paint. It can melt and be ruined. Yeah, I might just stick with the spray paint. Yeah, I did once saying, what is it, that Classics Universe, whatever the fuck he was, Perceptor, you know, the one turned into the car thing? Piece of crap. Oh, I think I accidentally melted him trying to do something. I can't remember what I was trying to do. But with air dryer, I melted the fucker. But there we go. Right, okay, good night. And come to the extra show. Like, yeah, me too. Right, yeah, so it'll probably be G2 stuff. I've got a fair bit of it. Anyway, thanks all for joining. Really nice to have you here. Unless anyone's got anything to say quickly. William McLean, good night, mate. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, unless you've got anything to say in the next 20 seconds, I'm going to have a quick drink of this, and then I'm going to go. But thank you all for joining. Oh, dear. Right. Here we go. Cheers. You take it easy too. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Don't want to turn off now, does it? Oh, hang on. Fun time and flashback to the first time I learned of Japanese Transformers. You know what? Exactly. Yeah, couldn't agree more, J Lee. G2 sounds fantastic. Can't wait for the next one. Yeah. See, I love G2. I love G2. I know some people don't again, but I love all the lines, probably up till till Transformers 2001 or whatever it was, RID. Those lines are brilliant. So there we go. Right. Bye for now.